Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Wandile Webb, and back with another daily motivational video. And I'm hoping to actually to deliver this message as clearly and concisely as I possibly can. Gosh, and we all know that there's things that we are pursuing in life. Some people are pursuing a life of abundance, a life of riches, and some people just want to be. Some people just want to simply merely exist. And while all of this is happening, there are laws that govern nature. And these laws are laws that are just there. And what I mean by that is that these laws are not there to hurt or help. They're not there to, push you forward or hold you back. They're not there to lift you up or pull you down. They're just there. They just simply exist. And many people are not aware of these laws. They simply go on with their lives and never come across this information. Once again, this is not taught in school. I don't know how this was not taught in school, at least in life orientation, at least in a very generic subject, at least in, life science. Something, somewhere, somehow, this information was supposed to be put in, our curriculums. And it beats me to actually realize the fact that I only got to learn about this information when I was 26, I believe. I'm turning 30 this year, and I learned about this information about 4 years ago. And when I learned about it, I thought to myself, if only I knew this at 18, if I only knew this when I was in primary school. I was just simply going on about my life, and I was just doing what I was told and doing what I was taught. And there was never really intention from my side to actually draw myself or bring myself closer or nearer to the life that I want to live, or the life that we were intended to live, that we're intended to be. It is not a matter, it's not about what we need to become, or it's not a matter of doing, or in terms of what it is that we are chasing. It is who we become. It is the becoming of that. It's not the doing, it's the becoming. And if I realized that earlier, that the becoming is the fine line, it's where it's where the magic lies at, then I was gonna work on the becoming for the longest of my life. And when I came to realize that there are laws that govern nature, and nature is just there, it hit me. I thought to myself, wow, there is something called the law of attraction. And basically, the law of attraction, defined in my own words, is what you simply focus on is what you will essentially get. Simply put, it's the simplest explanation that I can actually give. What you focus on is what you will get. What you focus on is what you will get. What you focus on expands. What you focus on expands. Whatever you draw yourself close to is what is drawing itself close to you. And when I realized that the law of attraction essentially means that if the universe cannot discriminate. The universe doesn't know the difference between good or bad. It doesn't, like I said, these laws are just there. They don't help or hurt. They're just there. And what I came to learn is that the law of attraction does not discriminate. It essentially does not filter anything, and it picks up whatever you give. Whatever you put out there, it takes that. and it takes that and gives it back to you. You know? And like I said, I'm trying to explain this as concisely and clearly as possible in my own words, the way I understand it. And for example, if you would think, I don't want to fall sick, I don't want to fall sick, I don't want to be broke, the world does not discriminate. It simply picks up on your fears and your negativity, and that's exactly what it actually gives back to you. That's the universe. And what I also came to learn is that there is another law that is primary to the law of attraction. The law of attraction is a secondary law of nature. And the law that is primary to the law of attraction is the law of vibration. And simply put, the law of vibration is the way that you perceive. Okay, I'll get to that. Let me start here. The way that whatever you think about, whatever thoughts you have, funnel down to how you feel. So if I feel bad, or I think, or I'm thinking ill, and I'm thinking in lack, I will feel that way. And what I feel leads to my actions, right? What I feel like leads to my actions. So if I feel good, if I think good, I feel good, then it leads to my action. I do good. And once I do good, guess what? I get good. So if you think that I'm going to fall sick, you will feel sick, and the actions, the feeling will lead into the physical, and you will become sick. And all of that simply boils down to the attitude. The attitude is what determines everything. The mindset is what determines everything. It determines your vibrations. Everything has vibrations. Plants have vibrations. Everything in the world has vibrations. Everything that moves has vibrations. Your body vibrates at the highest level. You are vibrating as we speak, as you listen to this. Your body is it's flowing on vibrations. It's vibrating as we speak. And the speed of how the vibrations move, or the speed that the vibrations moved, is called your frequency. And your body vibrates. Now you determine whether your body is going to vibrate at a high frequency, meaning the speed that you are vibrating at, or at a low frequency. You determine that. You are the determining factor of, and it all begins with the mind. What you put into the mind, the thoughts will determine the feelings will determine your actions will determine your results, and all of that will determine the attitude, or all of that is determined by the attitude. So if you have a bad attitude, you are going to have messed up thoughts. You are going to feel messed up. You are going to do messed up things, and you are going to get messed up results. Now, guys, that is the simplest way that I can put this thing. And I am saying that if I had learned this, I learned it at 26. If I knew this at 16, then I wouldn't have robbed myself of a life full of prosperity and a different life. Because when I grew up, which I still am, or when in my childhood days, when I think about it, everybody was vibrating low. Till today, trust me, I don't want to say everyone around me, or I still see people vibrating low. Till today. And the determining factor in all of this is knowing the knowing of this knowledge. You have to know about it. You have to learn about it. You have to implement it. And if you don't, you will forever be in the state of lack. You will forever be poor. You will forever not have money. Because 90% of the world, I don't mean to call people out right now, but I know people in my family who they will tell you right now that I don't have money, like that's what they're thinking. Imagine those thoughts. And how does that make them feel? That makes them feel stressed out. And what does that make them do? It makes them do certain things to be able to suppress all of this, which I don't want to get into. But then it actually gives you results that you don't want in life. And that is the total opposite of, well, I would assume is the total opposite of the direction that you want to take your life. So as soon as I learned this information, my mind was blown away. Some people don't know about these things. Some people know about them, learn about them, but then still continue to do what they do and get the results that they've always got. Knowing this knowledge, knowing that you can change, everything can change just by changing your mind and thinking differently, to feel differently, to be able to do differently, to be able to receive different results in your life. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna make more videos on this topic as I get a better understanding. I'm not an expert. I'm just simply taking information and things that I've learned and sharing it with the world, sharing it with whoever's gonna watch this content, who's ever gonna watch these videos. And yeah, I want to encourage you to start working on your mental faculties, starting to work on your mindset, your mental faculties. That will be your will, your perception, your imagination, your memory, your intuition. And I mean, if you talk about intuition, there's that voice in your head. Sometimes, when you have to go somewhere, something tells you, let me go somewhere, and you end up getting the best deal, or whatever you've always been praying about happens. Or you also tell yourself that let me not do that, and you find that something bad happens. That intuition, your gut feeling, there are all these things that even to the highest qualified quantum physicist and all these people who are studying the mind and all of this, they still can't explain all these things. They still can't explain what is the formula to manifestation. There is no formula to manifestation, simply because of that very reason that I'm trying to use the right words. Everything that is space, matter, atoms, molecules that make up the world, it's what's the word that I'm looking for? Like, you can't comprehend it. English, right? I need to pull out my dictionary, right? We simply cannot comprehend what contains or what consists or what this universe is made of. Till today, these people still can't explain the vastness of the universe and the endless possibility, the infinite possibilities that exist in this world, is something that still till today people don't know. So what you can do in the meantime, is to get on the journey of being able to raise your frequency, raise your vibrations. And yeah, man, they are just some, like, it's icona, man, the way you can just see kwabantu nje, like, you can't be around them, or like banalando, man, like they pull you down, or that vibration thing, guys. It also works with making sure that you look at who you are keeping around you. The low vibration level the vibration that I'm talking about, you must be cognizant of the fact that the people that you are around, it can also be family, the very same people are carrying vibrations that are just gonna pull you down. That's why sometimes you walk into a car, like at home, you walk in at home and already you're in it, like you just feel down. Like it's as if something has been pulled, like it's as if something is, like, that thing is real, man. What do you think it is? You know what I mean? So we can't just ignore these things, man. And the more I'm getting to learn about them, is the more I'm exercising and implementing them, is the more that I see the results. I can see the result. I can see it happening. Look at this. Dude, I'm inside of a car, bruh. Like, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Like, these things that are happening in my life that I've been able to get, that are happening right now as we speak on this very date, that I can't say in this video, but and it's things that are happening and you just can't explain it. I just can't explain. And when I look at these things, when I look at all of these things that I'm doing, and I've been practicing, and I've been aware. It's all in the awareness. I've been aware of things are changing for the better. And there are still people till today, people that when I started on this journey 5 years ago, they were like that then. They are still like that today, and they're even worse off. Imagine them 5 years from today if they don't change the way that they think. That, oh my gosh, I hope I don't fall sick. Oh my gosh, I hope oh my gosh, I'm broke. Oh my gosh, I don't have money. The thoughts, the feelings, the actions, the results. Guys, it's all true. It's all real. And if I had learned this, like, yo, guys, I'll be far right now, man. My mentor learned about this when he was 8 years old. 8 years old. 8 years old. Now that I know, I'm going to put my kids on this type of stuff, like, when they 2, 3 years old, there I'm going to be teaching them about Robert Kiyosaki. I know there's Robert Kiyosaki who's got these financial education for 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. I know, well, when you bring it back home, there's a lady by the name of I think it's Nicolette Mashile, Financial Bunny. She's just, published books for financial education, books for, little ones, and there's many more other people. But what I'm trying to say is that this content exists, and I would rather brainwash my children with this kind of content, with content of, the law of attraction, breaking it down to its most simple form and letting them know and understand. Because I only got this information when I was 25. Imagine 3 decades of living like this. Some people are still living like this. So I'm glad that I've been able to, come across this content and actually make this content and teach this content, because if I teach it, I get to learn it twice, and I'm essentially, upgrading my knowledge and getting better in my psyche and in my mind and all of those things. So yeah, man, I think I might just make more videos. I just won't go on that Joe Dispenza tip. Oh, okay, Abo Andrew Huberman. Those guys are experts. I am not an expert. And yeah, man. I'm glad that I got to make this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, look forward to the next one.